Hi, I'm poet and writer Kaye Spivey, and today I'm going to do the mid-year freakout tag. I didn't get tagged in this, but plenty of people were like, if you want to do it, go ahead and tag yourself. So this is me tagging myself. I am in. Let's just jump into the questions. The first question is the best book you read so far in 2020. Now, I just had my wrap-up video, and there were a lot of books that I really loved, and I think best as in like recommend to everyone, it's so good, like I would read it again. I think it's gonna be The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. That just like hit me in a particular way. Like the poetry, the story, everything was so beautiful. That's gonna be my choice for this one. Best sequel you read so far in 2020. I have only read one sequel. It was Muse of Nightmares, so obviously it's gonna win the list. It was wonderful, by Laini Taylor. I should have held all the books up, but you know what? You can just go watch my wrap-up because it had all of this. New release you haven't read yet but want to. Ooh, what's a new release I haven't read yet but want to? A lot of the books I picked up are not new releases. Okay, one that I'm really excited about is Francina Simone's new book, Smash It, that comes out, was it in September? I think it's coming out later this year, and I'm really excited to get that. I already put my pre-order in, so whenever that gets here, then I gotta read it. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year, I guess that was it too. I guess it was, yeah. I'm also excited about Jenna Marassi's The Savior Sister coming out. Those are the ones I know about for sure that I'm super excited about coming out in the second half of the year. Next one is biggest disappointment. I don't know if it's fair to say Under the Banyan Tree was the biggest disappointment because I didn't have a lot of hope. I wasn't like super interested. I think V for Vendetta was maybe my biggest disappointment, and I really thought I was gonna come out of it being like, yeah, or like really intrigued the way The Watchmen made me, and it just kind of really had to push myself to get through that book. I didn't like it that much, so we'll say V for Vendetta. Biggest surprise, I think it was Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I expected to have a good time. I did not expect to like be obsessed. I'm still looking up Simon and Baz fan art. Like every night I like tell myself little fan fictions in my head of the two of them. Like I cannot wait to read Wayward Son. I have to wait because I have to have something for an audiobook for my trip that's gonna be in 2 weeks. So I'm waiting, but like I'm so excited for Wayward Son. It's ridiculous. So that's gonna be my biggest surprise. I loved Carry On so much. Favorite new author, debut or new to you? I've read so many new authors this year. Probably Elizabeth Acevedo is the new favorite. I'm going to be picking up some more of her books because I had never read anything by her before and I absolutely loved it. Also, Patricia Smith. I went way into this in my wrap-up, but her poetry is just stunning. I'd like to read another one of her collections because there were obviously the couple of poems that really like hurt me to read, that I'm still a little bit unsettled by, and I'd like to read another of her collections as well to like have that beautiful language and maybe not have to be worried because I'm not sure I can read the Tea House of the Almighty again, like knowing there are some poems that like I can't go back to. Newest fictional crush, that would be Baz from Carry On. He's gay, but like he's my type. The like snarky vampire who actually is a big softy cinnamon bun who's been in love with his arch nemesis forever and just gets soft every time Simon so much as like looks at him. Oh my god, that did it for me. He's by far my biggest crush. Woo! Newest favorite character. Who is my newest favorite character? Probably Penny also. For this is the kind of series where like favorite characters just come up. Probably Penny. I just loved everything about her. I was just like, as far as a best friend character goes, she is perfection in every way. Books that made you cry. Okay, I'm a soft person. Every single thing I read, if there is a part that you can cry about, I will cry during that part. I cry like every movie I've ever watched. We just watched Hamilton again. Big mess towards the end of that one and some of the beginning. Like I just cry. I cry a lot. If I'm reading a book and I don't cry, it's probably because there was no cry-y scenes. Like I cried during The Poet X. I cried reading Tea House of the Almighty. I cried reading Muse of Nightmares. Did I cry at all in Carry On? I guess I didn't cry in Carry On because I was like driving. That would have been really not the best to cry while I was reading that one. But I probably would have if I was just like lying reading it. I'd have cried. I cry all the time. So like every book I've read has made me cry. Everything makes me cry. I cry constantly. I connect with the material. I'm gonna cry during it. That's it. If I don't, like literally, if I don't cry, you had nothing to cry about in your book. Books that made you happy. Carry On made me really happy. Can I keep saying that one? I need to like choose somebody else. What else have I read this year? I've read so much. I read so many things that made me really happy. There have been so many good books. I've just been really lucky that I've been reading so many good things this year. Did anything make me like more happy than Carry On? Carry On like put a little spring in my step is what it did. It was pretty fun. Most beautiful book you've bought so far this year? Oh, there's a couple. Like The Poet X actually has a really beautiful cover. I do buy based on cover a lot. This one has such a gorgeous cover. You know what else? I mean, Muse of Nightmares has a beautiful cover. Paper Daisies I bought because of the beautiful cover. Now I'm reaching for books. Half of them are in the other room though. Paper Daisies, look at that. What else has just a gorgeous cover? Ooh. The Octopus Museum. I love this cover. Man, I bought a lot of really beautiful covers this year. Like I said, half of them are in the other room, but yeah, I've been buying based on cover. Don't judge me. The Forgotten Girl has a really nice cover with the like, oh, beautiful. And what books do you need to read by the end of the year, girl? I think we've been over this. I have some serious stacks of books. I have a lot of things I need to read by the end of the year. I have reached my 12 book quota. I did not know I was going to read quite so much this year. So like my Goodreads challenge blew that out of the water. I sort of started at the same time because I was like, short books, no problem. I started Sight Witch by Susan Dennard, and I started Pistol Daisy by Natalia Lee. I'm like a couple chapters into both of them. And I don't know, I'm not in the right mindset for like either one of those, but I'll get through them. So I have those 2 books that I'm reading. I want to get to Uprooted just because that was like the book I thought was going to be such a good summer read. I want to read The Octopus Museum that's sitting right down here. I want to read... Ooh, there was another book I needed to buy. Obviously I want to read Smash It. I don't know, there's like a lot of books that I'm vaguely interested in reading that I'm gonna have to get to. You know what? Another one I really want to read this year? Calling a Wolf by Kaveh Akbar, because I've been sitting on that one and I needed to read that like last year. I needed to read that like 2 years ago. When did it come out? I needed to read it then. And it keeps getting like shuffled into my piles and I'm gonna shuffle it back out again. That's the number one. Alright, what else? Oh, that's the end of the tag. Dun 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 dun. And that was the mid-year book freakout tag. I guess I didn't freak out that much. Let me just tack on a few little things. Writing goals I needed to accomplish by the end of the year. I need to work on compiling my poetry collection a little harder. That sort of fell by the wayside here in the last couple months. I am 9 chapters into revisions for my Moon Paintings story, my like Dean Angel inspired Swan Princess-y gay paranormal romance. That one's going pretty well. It was pretty cute. I wrote it to be pretty cute, so I'm kind of enjoying the revisions. I need to finish those revisions this month because I need to start working with critique partners next month because I really, really, really want to do the next Pitch Madness. So I'm going to be doing that. Those 2 are my main goals, but also I think, because I just haven't gotten around to it, and I know I said at the beginning of the year I was going to do it, I think for NaNoWriMo this year I'm going to write my study abroad story to like get out of my system the kind of weird taste I got put in my mouth by Again But Better that just like it wasn't what I wanted it to be, which isn't fair of me, but like it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So alright, so that's it. That's the mid-year freak-out book tag, and I'll just be like everyone else and say, if you want to do this and you haven't been tagged, like, go ahead and do it. I know we're a little past the midpoint of the year, but it's only July. It's still summer. It counts. So, yes, let me know what you have been reading, and feel free to do the tag as well. And I will talk to you again soon, and good luck to all of us, and especially to you.